Yep, been working on this video since March 8th. And starting a video like that usually means it's time to build something, but today is a little bit different. We're leaving here soon, so it's actually time to pack all this stuff up. So now I've got to put together some boxes and then start moving stuff from here into the boxes so that we can ship this with us to the next place we're about to go. So let's get started. So a couple key considerations is now I have to keep some stuff here to be able to keep working, but realistically the big piece of what I'm trying to do is just get most of the stuff that is personal out so that I can still work for a little while and then turn over this desk to someone else. So I think first what I'm gonna do is take out the stuff that is going to need to stay. So just my office supplies kinds of stuff. Go fully in. Not yet. Still gotta work out here. Maybe I'll just take some of it. I probably should have thought of this before, but I gotta get these two chairs out of the way, at least two, while I'm moving stuff around, because this one's actually mine personal. This one's gonna stay, but it's gonna be used at the main desk. But for now, I need to move stuff back and forth. I need to move the chairs out of the way. But now I got all the stuff way over there. I'm just gonna have to look them over, I guess. Okay, now we'll bust out this big chest, because this is one of the ones that's gonna go with me too. And I think I gotta pull some gear out between these two, and then actually keep some stuff here to get turned in. So let's pull this forward and take a look. Yeah, it's almost entirely gear that needs to get turned in. So I'm probably gonna pull all that stuff out and then use this case to take stuff home. That'll be one of the boxes I can use along with all the other cardboard boxes I moved. So here, amongst everything else, I've got quite a few like professional books that need to get loaded in there. So I got all these books in behind everything else, which means in order to get those put away, which is what I think I'll put in here first, I'll have to move all that little stuff out of the way. So I think we're gonna actually finally start moving some Lego around. Almost everything that was up in that spot is all space related. There is the Tron stuff in there, but it's pretty tech spacey, cyber spacey, I guess, if you want to. I kind of angled this Classics like 60-year anniversary set up so that you could kind of see it propped up at an angle when it's up there on the desk. This is my custom made Marine Corps SATCOM terminal. And then I'm gonna actually, it's been sit this way a long time, but I'm gonna disassemble all those pieces and take her off her little queen's throne. It was fun while it lasted, but time to put these books into that box. So I had to let my partner who's here on duty with me take their lunch break. So I took all of the small little robots I built that you can see here, and then the throne for the, I can't think of her name, from Tron. Anywho, Kira maybe? Anyways, and disassembled the throne and those little robots, and then I had this business card holder up here that I made out of Legos. Just holding all my business cards. Disassembled all of that, put it back into the bowls, and then now into this bag. So this was all of the small pieces I kind of had as a random daily build stuff. So then I also did one test of being able to put a figure back into the box. And K2SO was one of the longest ones. I had to take his legs off. So I think it's going to be a little bit of disassembly, but I'm going to put most of them back into their boxes, which is what I'm going to do right now. Oh yeah, while I was moving stuff earlier, Kylo Ren fell down, so he's just been laying there a while. No, kind of forgot about these two guys in here. Grab them. And these are sets I never even got a chance to open or build. Okay, that was pretty difficult. I figured out how to get the stand portions basically separated from its main connectors deep inside. So now I should be able to just slide that into the box and slide this in there with it. So hopefully this gets a lot easier. So I was able to get it all to fit, all said and done. Had to actually disassemble parts of the handlebars, lower the rod down there, and it was still too long, so I had to take part of the front end assemblies off basically and just put those inside. But now I was able to get everything to fit inside the box. Now let's put these inside the big box to take home. So I actually only had boxes here for the ones you just saw. So all the rest of the ones I just took down are actually going to go in their own little Ziploc bags. And we'll put those inside the box there with the rest of the sets. Next, I think I'll just bag up all of the 60th anniversary ones and then put the rest of them back in the box. I've actually already got a custom sorted case for my Go Brick Me set. So I just need to slide this into the box itself, and then we'll just put the box in the box. It's like box inception. We've done that a few times on this channel, I think, where we've done boxes in boxes in boxes. One of the best purchases out there, right, for parts per price. Can this gonna fit in the box? It does. Okay, so this goes right in there. Close up the Go Brick Me's. Don't have to worry about that one now. So Go Brick Me, head in the box, in the big box. Now we need to find out if the Tron set is gonna fit back inside its box or not. I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. So for some reason I thought this was all kind of one assemblage. I forgot that these each come off very, very easily just with the small stud sets right there that you can see. So it's gonna go in there easy. Just put these in a plastic bag and put them in their main box. Okay, that all fit in there just fine. Gonna tape this shut and put it in the box. Really, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the ship in a bottle. We might be waiting till last for that because I think it's gonna still just end up in a bag on its own and not even use the box. But I really do want to keep the box, at least until I make my display right. So maybe brickheads are going to go next. Alright, so that's one box pretty much entirely full there. Gonna go ahead and kind of close this one up and move it off to the side and start on a new box. So looking at this now, I'm realizing this actually goes with the classic space set that goes with the 60th anniversary. But it'll be okay to go in my space cadre stuff and just it's all going to be in the same spot really once I get all set up. So let's get these bagged up and put into a new box. So we have these microfighters, only 4 left still in the box, and then I have all the rest of this built out, which is mostly microfighter stuff, except for these couple of droids that are in here. So we gotta get those bagged up, and we'll just bag those from here and put them into the box down there. So something I wanted to bring up here right now, I wanted to put a little shout out to our friend Doc for sending us this guy right here. We've had it with us for a long time. So since Doc put out his videos for the challenge, we never finished our video, but I do want to say this went with us pretty much everywhere we went. because the long-term video goal was for us to show this long montage of Addyson training to make herself better at this all around the world. So all these locations, we took it with us to Australia, New Zealand, we took it to a whole bunch of different places, and we just never got a chance to do the final portion of it, of showing her actually like completing it in the studio with a faster time than everybody else. But we did have fun taking this thing with us all around the world, Doc. So just so you know, it did get some play, it did get some work, and it sat up here with me a lot too at work, and I would practice my times, because what I was hoping to do was we would just do a quick cut away, and it would be like my fingers coming off, because I got pretty darn fast at this thing. So appreciate you sending it to us, and we definitely look forward to hanging out with you a bit more. So this thing is filled with just actual like Mattel style Star Wars ships, and some that I really like doing but haven't done much lately, which is these handcrafted and bent metal, fully shaped ships. So they're actually completely made from pieces of metal and just bending them together. It's actually pretty neat. So I'm gonna try to be careful with all of these and get this all packaged up separate from the case itself, and then put the case inside the box as well. And I think a lot of people are familiar with the Disney Infinity characters, so we're going to be putting all of those into probably a couple of bags. I don't know if they'll all fit into one bag together, but there's nice little action figures up here. I'm going to put those away. Okay, now to empty out the shrine to C-3PO, basically. All my C-3PO stuff in here has got to go. Was barely able to get all these Disney Infinity characters to fit, and then of course find that there's the Boba Fett left there. So let's see. Yep, it'll fit. Great. Oh, now just this Band-Aid gift that someone gave me because it was Star Wars themed, and then 3 of these bobbleheads that go with this, but I only have 1 box. We'll get them all out of here. And that cleared out most of the shelves. Just got that last bit of Lego to do. So got this R2-D2 fidget spinner here that I'll take home to Addyson and can sit with the BB-8 one that we've got. And then here's some more of those metal ships I just never got around to building in here. Let me know if this is something you might like to see, and maybe I'll try to find time at home in the studio or something to build them. I think I talked about them once upon a time during the desk builds, but never really got around to actually doing any of them. It didn't seem like there was too much interest, but maybe just a little bit. But let me know if it's something anybody else would like to see done. Pretty cool. We can get those in the box. Yeah, so one thing is abundantly obvious, that the ship in its constructed form, there's no way that it fits back into the box. It's a pretty thin box. So the question becomes, do I try to disassemble it or keep it as it is and just put it in a bag and expect that it's going to be nowhere near built once I get it back? I think I will. I'll take probably the top prongs off of this so that it doesn't just pop down inside it, or I'll know they'll be off in single pieces. And I could probably put this in the box, but then keep this separated. Or maybe just disassemble it into a couple of smaller pieces. Put them all in a bag, put the bag inside the box. I think I'm gonna do it that way. Okay, I came up with a solution, and I sort of started it off camera. I was having trouble pouring them all into this small bag straight out of the ship. So I just poured them, just put the whole piece in, dumped it all inside the big bag. Now I'll be able to transfer to the small bag a little bit easier. I think sometimes these things are troublesome puzzles. All right, so stuff the whole opening into it, and now you can see them kind of filtering their way down there. Definitely better than losing half of them on the floor. I lost a couple and decided to stop with what I was trying, because that certainly was not working. This is a little bit better, but now there's some stuff stuck in the bag still. There we go. Getting it. Oh, last few. If I have to, I'll go last couple one by one, but I was trying to just get a simple pour, and of course nothing's ever simple. Alright. got them all. Okay, so after some, I don't remember exactly how this was put together. These don't just want to slide or pop off of here, so I think I'll be safe to just put this in the bag inside, as long as the box will close with it, which I think it might. So let's give that a shot. Drop there. Just in case something pops off there. That'll close up, and then I'll put some of the ship parts here. The bottle and the ship in the bag. Hopefully this will be enough to still lay flat. 2 sections. Yep, that'll work. And then just the last 2 segments of the ship. I'm hoping this will be able to come apart okay, just into 2 sections. I gotta check how this video is working, because, or will that lay in here? No way, right? It's gotta, even that's gonna be pretty tight squeeze. Let's see if I can separate this. Not in a way that's gonna stay as one, really. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, so I ended up needing to completely break everything down all the way to the base plate piece itself, and then each of the small pieces came off from the bottom 2 sections, because nothing's really holding them together but just a couple of 1x2s and pressed against each other. That's it. So this is going to take a good bit of reassembling the bottom of the bottle for sure. So well, looks like I got some fun ahead of me then, I guess. I could have tried to keep it together and not worried about the box, but oh well. Close up. We can put the ship in a bottle away. Wipe these surfaces. So now I need to wipe these surfaces down here, and we'll do that real quick, but there's just really like 2 big daunting pieces left, and then something I wanted to close out kind of sentimentally. But man, this kind of what scares me. This guy right here. Nervous about being able to get that into a box and not have it completely fall apart, right? I can put it into its own box when I get it home, because the box is at home, but oof, Saturn V, you're gonna get me. I'm nervous. And then that one, if you can see it there, you see right there, the lunar lander. It's not so big, but it's just so many small little pieces sticking out all over the place. So both are going to go into bigger bags, double bag them probably, and then I'll put those into these boxes and pieces. So I'm going to start by just wiping out these shelves though. Gotta get it done. Okay, so I think my plan is to put the 2 smaller sections each into their own Ziploc bag that I believe will fit, and then put the stage 1, and then the bags of stage 2 and 3 into the bag together, basically with all the small ones. So let's see if we can get that done. I think I'm looking at the same kind of concept here. I'm going to take command module, put it in its own Ziploc bag, and then larger bag for the base station, and then the pad itself, and then put all of it together in another second bag. I got just enough room, I think, to fit this in this one box, and that's pretty much it. So I had to put it in its own smaller box, but that's pretty much it. So with that done, pretty much the last thing to do is go ahead and move this from here to this completely cluttered and messy dust over here, because I will still use it until the day I actually get up and head out of the office for good. So that's gonna be there on the desk still, but just here. And then I got Papa Bear still out. that's it.
And so the desk that was my workspace and sometimes build space for more than 3 years is now completely packed up and devoid of any character and doesn't look at all like everybody came to expect when they walked back around to see my desk covered with Star Wars and Lego. So hopefully the person who takes over has a chance to turn it into something that's unique for them. Stay tuned for the rest of this series as we move from Okinawa to California.